Hello, my name is Emily Noel Lehman. I was born on December 6, 1996, and grew up in Fishers, Indiana. I live with my parents and my two brothers, Ethan and Nolan. My siblings are two of my very closest friends, seeing as they have seen me at my best and at my worst. Here at IU, I am studying to be a general music teacher and a choir director. I have loved music for as long as I can remember. Singing and playing instruments have always been part of my life. This is just a taste of a few of the things that make me unique. All of these things, background, hobbies, relationships, they are what work together to make up our identity. Although each piece of our identity is a journey that won't always be easy, they make us who we are. In 4th grade, I moved from Napanee, Indiana, Amish country, to Fishers, Indiana, suburbia. My mom and dad both began working new jobs in the area, which meant that we had to start going to a before and after school program. I had a really hard time making friends in this program, playing victim to my fair share of bullying. My mom had always stayed home with us, and her going to work full-time was a big change that heightened the stress of the transition. A new school, new home, new friends, and harder academics made for a pretty tough year. Erik Erikson's lifespan model shows the progression of development that shows what individuals need during specific times in their life. In order for individuals ages 6 to 11 to feel competent, they need to feel that they are able to meet new social and academic demands. Using this model, it is easy to see how my seeming inability to cope with all the changes in my life left me feeling like I was in way over my head. After that year, I had adjusted, physically, socially, and emotionally, to my new environment. Seeing that the bullies and change don't last forever showed me that the hard seasons of life are natural. Realizing that these time periods are temporary showed me that I was strong enough to face them in the future. With two music teachers as parents, I have grown up in a culture with strong emphasis on music. I write music, sing, play guitar, piano, and ukulele. I have always taken private lessons and participated in classically trained ensembles. Classical music is taught with a specific sequence, to which I owe my technique and attention to detail. Although technical accuracy is important, this type of training can drown out the more creative side of music. Losing touch with artistic freedom can lead to detrimental perfectionistic tendencies. My relationship with music can be explained by William Perry's theory of intellectual and ethical development. This theory shows the development of an individual's definition of accuracy, beginning in the belief that truth is always given by those in authority, and ending in the belief that there are several right answers. My journey with music looks a lot like this model. It begins in stress and perfectionism, with the idea that there is only one right way to play music. Since coming to college, I am beginning to phase out of this idea, realizing an incredibly freeing truth, that there is no right way to play music. Learning more about myself as a musician grows me in other areas of my life as well. It shows me that there is more than one right way to do so many things. As an education major, working with kids is something that has always been very important to me. One of my most impactful experiences working with children has been tutoring at Shepherd Community Center. Shepherd is a nonprofit organization on the east side of Indianapolis that partners with low-income families, giving them physical, spiritual, and emotional resources. I was 16 when I first began working with Shepherd, and it was my first real exposure to poverty. Seeing the faces of kids whose lives looked a lot different than mine impacted me greatly, and my reaction closely followed the majority identity model. This model shows the progression of thought of a member of the dominant group of society. As the individual progresses through exposure to the minority group, they often react with denial and overzealous behavior. When they reach the most mature phase, they are left with a balanced viewpoint and a deeper appreciation for both minority and majority culture. Before Shepherd, I had not thought a lot about relevance and proximity of poverty as it pertained to my own life. Although I knew about and felt sympathy toward those in poverty, I was not able to feel empathy until I met them face to face. To know and invest in real-life children who were born into situations that they could not control left me feeling incredibly guilty and confused. I saw the disconnect and unfairness in the fact that I had a certain amount of privilege that they did not. In order to deny my role as part of the majority, I passionately defended the minority group. As a zealot for the oppressed group, I was angry with people who showed ignorance and denied my own. Today, I believe that I am transitioning into the final stage of the model. I'm beginning to see that we all have different roles in society, and and it is not what role we have, but how we choose to use it. So, that's me. My childhood, music, and service work have all played huge parts of my identity. They have undoubtedly shaped me into the person that I am today. Although each part of my identity has been a journey with peaks and valleys, I would not trade 1 second of it. I know that there will always be more challenges, but I know that they will make me stronger in who I am and what I stand for. I cannot wait to see what the future holds.